Functions are nothing but wrappers. Wrappers where multiple workflows, multiple workarounds are wrapped into one single function. Then you simply call the function and all those workflows starts taking place. So now we'll start exploring different patterns with which you can write a function, how you can call it, how you can execute it, and all of these things. So let's get into it. So Python functions. How exactly do we write a Python function? Python functions are written with a keyword called def. Def, or that is the short form for definition. So with the help of this def keyword, we write a Python function. Okay. And how exactly this works? So we write def, then we write the function name. Let's say I simply want to write greet as a function name, right? Then we provide a parenthesis. Then just like your if else block, your for loop block, you provide a colon, enter, and then you see again the four spaces came along, right? This particular space is what? You remember indentation. Without this, the function will not work, okay? Then if I simply write this, print, this is a test function, a simple text output. Okay, done. Now if I go ahead and simply call it like this, I will get the print statement. Okay, this is how the functions are written. Clear, everyone? Now in functions, we do not only print a statement, we work around with multiple computation. We work around with different like say numbers and all, through which we can perform some kind of calculations and everything, right? So let's say if I write def, that's the function name. Let's say I'm naming it summation. Okay, then I'm passing parenthesis. Then here I am saying c equals to a plus b. But where is A, where is B? We don't have them, right? These are my particular variables. But I do not say variables anywhere, right? I can simply pass on the variable within the parenthesis. It simply states that go ahead and take these two particular set of variable, sum it up and provide the value in the variable C, right? Then when we write the statement, when we want to fetch the value of C, we use a keyword called return. Okay, we do not say print. In function we say return. We are returning whatever value that is being calculated. Okay, return C. Done. Executed. Now you see what I am doing. I'm simply writing the function name, and within bracket I need to pass two values, one for A, one for B. That's it. So if I pass on 10, if I pass on 5, I should be getting 15, because here it says that if I call this function called summation, it is going to add the two particular parameter. These are parameters that you pass on within the parenthesis, right? These two will sum up and will give me the output of 15. So let's execute. See, I'm getting 15 now. Clear, everyone? Now it's not like only a single level function can be used or can be created, right? So let's say if I write something like this, def, let's say multi-sum, okay, and then again I pass on a and b, sorry, a and b. Now here what I'll do, I'll take up a variable, I'll add a plus b, I'll take up another variable, there I will multiply c with 2, okay, sorry, multiply c with 2, so 2 argument. Here I would like to return the value of D. I mean, if you want, you can return the value of C, but here I wanted to show that how multiple calculation can happen. So maybe I will name it multical C. Yeah. Okay. Done. Now, if I pass on values 5 and 8, what should I get? 5 plus 8 equals to 13. 13 into 2 equals to 26. So we should be getting 26. Okay, clear everyone? Now, not only integer or float point value. If you want, you can also pass on string values here, right? So let's say def, let's say full name or f name, something like this, right? And here the argument that I'm providing is first name, comma, last name. Okay, two arguments are provided, and then I want to return a statement, something like this. F, that's the F string formatting. The first name is, let's say, first name, we have that, and the last name is last name. Okay, and if I do this here, if I write something like this, full name equals to first name plus, I will pass on a space, and here I will again write, and the full name is full name. Okay, something like this. Let me do something. Let me make it triple quote so that multiple line is supported over here. All right, executed. Now, if I go ahead and pass on, let's say Harry Potter. See what this will do. The first name is Harry, the last name, oh, okay. Why the last name did not work? Let me see. Oh, there is a line change, na? This is the line change symbol. My bad. Yeah, yeah. Now it will not be there. Okay, the first name is Harry and the last name is Potter, and the full name is Harry Potter. Clear everyone how exactly the function worked? If you want, you can pause and you can rewatch the particular section. And if there is some kind of understanding issue, you can definitely get back to me in the comments. My contact details are also there in the channel. I'll be happy to help you. Okay. Now, when I'm passing on the parameters like this, I can directly pass on a value as well over here. Okay. So let's say I'll copy this, again paste it here. Maybe I'll simply change the function name once. If name maybe 1. Okay. Here, what I'm doing in the last name, I'm passing on a fixed value. Let's say it will always be Potter. Okay. And then I execute this. Now you see what will happen. Since I already have a last name given in here, so what I can do, I can simply write Harry and the Potter will be given to me. Why? Because it is already mentioned in the function itself. So it might happen if you are creating a function for, let's say, a bank, right, where the bank name will always remain consistent. At that particular point of time, you can pass that on that on like the bank's name into your parameter itself. Okay. Now, it also might happen that you are not really sure how many arguments are going to be provided. Okay. At that point of time, the time comes for args and kwargs. What are these? Args are positional arguments. Kwargs are keyword arguments. Okay, and how this exactly work? So at times it might happen that you are not really sure that how many arguments are going to be passed on into the parameter here. Okay, you are not really sure. At that point of time, what you can do, you can simply say, let's say any name you can give a divide, provide, that's okay. So I'm simply writing args. Okay, then here what I am doing, I am simply passing on, let's say I want to provide a summation. Okay, what do I want the summation for? I want the summation for args. Okay, there should be one stop. Yeah, okay. Done. Now see, if I call this up and if I pass on multiple number 5, 8, 9, 10, 56, whatever is there, right? If I execute this, all of the numbers would be summed up and you will get a single value. Clear everyone that how exactly the args worked? Now, this is how args work, right? But kwargs is a little bit tricky. Keyword argument, this is basically a dictionary. Okay, so how exactly the dictionaries come into play here, right? Let's explore and understand that. So let's say I'm creating a function, I'm naming it print details, and for this there are two stars, kwargs. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to pass on a dictionary. Okay, so for key dot items, what do I want to do for this? I want to return the key and I want to pass on the value here. Okay, okay, that's what we want. Okay, so we have it. Now if I simply do this print details, then I am going to pass on names. Let's say name as Ankit. Let's say I'm going to pass on, let's say, hometown. Okay, hometown equals to Kolkata. Let's say standard, like whatever class that he reads in 12. Okay, and if I execute this, why am I getting only name? Name if key value. Okay, let's debug this. Oh, okay, okay. So this is the issue. See, I have used the return statement, right? So the problem with the return statement is the moment you pass on a return statement within the for loop, it executes for the first iteration, then it exits the function. Okay. So the fix here is instead of the return statement, we need to use a print statement. Okay. Print, then you pass this into a bracket and you close it. Now if you execute this, see, you'll get name, you'll get hometown, you'll get the standard. Clear everyone? So as you can see, how flexible this args and kwargs is making my program. Here I'm simply passing on these kwargs as my argument in the parameter, and I don't even have to mention that how many key value pairs that I want. I simply have written a for loop, and on the basis of the for loop, how many keys, how many values that you want to pass on, you can directly pass on. Same for the args, right? It does not matter how many positional element that you want to provide. You can do that and you will get your return statement. You will get your summation, multiplication, whatever you want to calculate over here, right? So this is how function helps us. This is how you can wrap multiple, I would say, object
or I would say multiple workflow of your program inside a single function, then you can call the function and use it, right? Always remember the return statement simply means calling the function. You have written a function, it is there somewhere, but with the return statement, you are making sure that you are calling it back to your output. You are providing that as an output to the program. I hope it's clear, everyone.
So let's keep it till here. If you want to check out my other videos on Python loops, Python if-else conditions and everything, that helps your understanding, that helps to clear your understanding of the functions. You can definitely check out the playlist. The link is in the video itself. And yeah, do subscribe. I'll keep coming back for more. Thank you.